19PhilipBrady. Can I introduce you to St. Mary's College in the late 1950s? Latin and Greek were important. We met 50 years later, many of us meeting for the first time. The poem is called A Reunion. We gathered round the plinth of John Kilduff, strangers since we parted, survivors of the Punic Wars who shouldered life's vicissitudes. In 58 we crossed the Alps with Hannibal in May, just before the Intercert. And when the butter melted on a table in the ref, we knew it was too late, even for revision. Of arms and the man I sing, we heard the alien begin, where Latin fragments sometimes cling like melting snow on mountains. With Gaul divided in 3 parts, we would translate, if we could start. We fought with nouns and verbs we parsed and struggled with the delicate. Down the N4 and other minor roadways from Longford and from Leitrim we came to start our own odyssey, where the letters of the Greek alphabet like skeletal bones lie scattered along forgotten highways, from Arda to Omega, from Alpha to Clonmacnoise, from Ballinamore to Carrick and down through Fena to the prep field one September, where Xenophon landed, and the Greeks tugged out to play a football match against the first barbarians. Classics versus commerce, and the seeds unconsciously were sown of possible apartheid. On the summer air, the scent of woodbine floated from the alleys like on a quick step, that recalled again the tears that washed I love you from the blackboard of our hearts. We watched Dido on the wild sea bank as she wafted her love to come again to Carthage, and felt we knew her grief, for we too had known the heartbreak when the umpire with a willow in his hand raised that final flag that robbed us of the championship. From a second-hand anthology we heard Browning's thrush twice whistle, and we heard him sing again and again from every bush and apple tree, from Barnacoola to Drumlish, from Ballinamore to Mohill, where we clamped turf or picked thistles from the meadows before the hay was turned. That summer, by decree, we searched among the headlines of the Leader and Observer for the hapless split infinitive, but found more corn grace on the sorrel headlines than any truant grammar. From Mullinachta to Arigna, Pythagoras in angles, used upon the squares of his hypotenuse. While other squares were guarded by backs of some importance, from Ballignac to Granard, who made sure the goals were few. We heard the crows that circled round the woodlands of Kilcosh. We saw the Bunan Bui, Horatio Bryn. We wept for Una Wan, whose heart for love was broken, and prayed in Nicola J for Dr. Shin. In 59, we stood with Casca at the corner of the crowd and watched them throw their sweaty nightcaps in the air. We saw conspirators that gathered to plot the fall of Caesar, when Brutus struck that fatal blow out the Ides of March, and Caesar cried out, Et tu, Brute, just before the Easter break. We knew from all our Latin that he meant, and you too, you Bruce. And to Mark Antony we lent attentive ear when he bade us so, and we wondered if his words were eulogy or panegyric. We followed still to Philippi, where the night before the battle we joined Brutus in his tent, and when David plucked the poignant lyre that could not respond in music, we heard him cry his metaphor, the strings, my lord, are false. It echoed down the years, through every disappointment, to every unfulfilled promise of every futile highway. At Philippi the battle done, in summertime we parted, and we knew that if we met again we'd smile indeed, for our parting was well made. We came back again today to an altar fresh as May, where we were young together. From Ballymahan and from Longford, from Melview and Killaloe, to pray for those who went before, for those who cut us loose that we might climb mountains, or that we might take the oar in triremes to escape to freedom from the hardships that had bound them. We saw across the firmament of years the tears and pains, the anguish in the soul, from home and from Brindisi, as we gathered round the plinth of John Kilduff, who watched us 50 years before take our unsure parting.